Hi friends, today I'm going to teach you how to make this super adorable angel kitty that is holding a flower bouquet. The materials you'll need are a 6.5mm hook, and this will go with the weight 6 yarn. If you decide to do a lighter weight yarn or a thicker weight yarn, then you can size your hook accordingly. You'll also need a tapestry needle, a stitch marker, pair of scissors, and I will be using gray for our cat today. I'm going to be using Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles Light. This is the color silver, and again it is a weight 6 yarn. You're also going to need a weight 6 yarn for the wings. My wings are going to be white, so I'm just going to use Sweet Snuggles Light again in the color white for the wings. You're also going to need some colors for the flowers. You can choose whichever colors you'd like. I like to go with some pastels, and this time I'm going to also add a vibrant pink to the flower, or you can also choose to have 3 flowers of the same color. It's really up to you, but you're going to need some colors for the flowers, along with a yellow to do the center bud of each of the flowers. And then you will need a green to do the stems for the flowers. These are all weight 6 yarns. We're going to start working with the head and the body. We're going to start at the head and work our way down the body, and it's all going to be one piece, just to make this a little bit more simple and go a little bit faster. So go ahead and make a magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, or you need help with making a magic ring, check out this video right up here to show you how to do that. We're going to place 12 single crochet in the magic ring. If you don't know how to do a single crochet, or you find any of these stitches are something that you don't know how to do, then go ahead and check out this beginner crochet playlist that I have here for how to do some of these basic stitches. And 12. Go ahead and pull that tail tight to close the ring. This is what your magic ring should be looking like. Now we're going to place 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Add your stitch marker to that stitch, and in the next stitch we'll increase, so we'll place 2 single crochet. So we have 1 and then 2. We're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So in this stitch we'll do 1 single crochet. In the next stitch we'll increase with 1 and 2. And the next 1, and in the next 2 single crochets. Keep doing that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. Here we are with the end of round 2. You should end with 18 single crochet in this round. Go ahead and insert into the next stitch to start round 3 and replace your stitch marker. And this one we're going to do 2 single crochet and increase. We just did our first. We'll go into the next stitch, place 1 single crochet, and in the next we'll increase. 1 and 2. So we have 1, 2, increase. We're going to repeat that all the way around. 1, 1 in the next, 2, and in the next increase. 1 and 2. So we see how we're repeating 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. Keep doing that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. Here we are at the end of round 3. Round 3, you should have 24 stitches in this round. Let's start round 4. Place a single crochet in the first stitch and replace your stitch marker. For this one, we're going to do 3 single crochet and then increase. So we just did 1. Now we'll go into the next stitch, place 1, and the next stitch, place 1. Oops. And in the next one, place 2 single crochet. So we did 1, 1, 1, and increase. So that's 3 single crochet and then an increase. You can see that there's a pattern developing here. This is just how we make our head bigger. So I'm going to go right into the next set. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and increase. Keep doing that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. You should have 30 stitches in this round. All right, moving on to round 5. Place 1 single crochet and replace your stitch marker. For this round, we're going to do 4 single crochet and then an increase. So there's 1, here's 2, next one 3, next one 4, and then increase. just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. Keep doing that all the way around, repeating that same pattern, and I will meet you back here. All right, we should have 36 stitches in that round. Moving on to round 6, place your stitch marker, and we're gonna do 5 single crochet and then increase. Here's our first one, and the next one 2, and the next one our third, and the next one our fourth, and then the next one our fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next one will increase. Okay, repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. We should have 42 stitches in this round. All right, here we are at the end of round 6. For rounds 7 through 10, which is 4 rounds, we're just going to single crochet in each one of these stitches all the way around. So let's start this next one. So this is round 7. So you're just going to place 1 single crochet in each one of these stitches all the way around. We should have 42 stitches in our project right now. So you just keep placing 1 single crochet in each one of these. And you're going to do that for a total of 4 rounds all the way till round 10. And then I will meet you back here. All right, here we are at the end of round 10. This is what our project should be looking like right now. Now to begin round 11, place 1 single crochet and replace your stitch marker. Okay, and for this one, we're gonna do 5 single crochet and then decrease. So we did our first, now we'll do 1 single crochet in the next for 2, 1 single crochet in the next, that's 3, and the next 4, and in the next, that's our number 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet. Now we're going to decrease. So go into the next stitch and then go into the next stitch and decrease. Again, if you don't know how to do a decrease, then check out this playlist up here on how to do these stitches. So we're going to repeat that all the way around. We're going to do 1 single crochet. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then decrease. So keep doing that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. We should have a total of 36 stitches at the end of this round. Moving on to round 12, we're going to do 1 single crochet and replace our stitch marker. For this round, we're going to do 4 single crochet and then decrease. So we've done our first, here's our second, and then our third, and then our fourth. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then decrease. Okay, and we're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. All right, so for that round, we should have ended with 30 stitches. For round 13, we're going to do 1 single crochet, replace our stitch marker, and then we're going to do 3 single crochet in total and decrease. We just did our first, here's our second and our third, and decrease. And repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. You should end with a total of 24 stitches after this. All right, moving on to round 14. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet, replace our stitch marker, and we're going to do 2 single crochet and decrease. We just did 1. Here's our next for 2 and decrease. And again, repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. You should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of this round. All right, here's our head currently after round 14. And now we're going to go ahead and place the eyes before we go any further. I'm going to go ahead and use these 20mm sinking safety eyes that I hand painted myself. But if you don't have sinking safety eyes, you can also use 15mm black safety eyes. The eyes are going to go between rounds 7 and 8, about 7 stitches apart. I usually like to make sure I have this part in the back of our project before I place my eyes. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So between these two rows is where our eye is going to go. I'm going to place 1 in, then we'll count 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And place our other eye roughly right about there. Once you're comfortable with the placement and you like where they're at, go ahead and add the backs. All right, so there are our eyes on our plushie. Sometimes with these safety eyes, it kind of makes it look like they're angry, a little bit angry if the stitches go ahead of the eye. So feel free to adjust it as you go. We're gonna go ahead and stuff the head with some stuffing. So go ahead and put some stuffing in your head. Don't overstuff him or anything right now, but definitely get the ball rolling. All right, now we're going to start round 15. And we're just going to place 1 single crochet and replace our stitch marker. Okay, and then we're going to do a decrease. So we're going to repeat that all the way around with 1 single crochet in the next stitch and a decrease. So go all the way around and you should end with a total of 12 stitches for this round. So now we have our head and we are actually going to start moving into the body now. So for round 16, we're going to do 1 single crochet, replace our stitch marker, and in the next stitch, we're going to increase. So we'll place 2 single crochet, and the next 1 single crochet, and in the next 2 single crochet. Keep repeating that pattern all the way around. We should end with 18 stitches for this round. For the next round, round 17, we're going to do 1 single crochet, replace our stitch marker, and in the next we'll increase. So we'll do exactly what we did in the last round, doing 1 single crochet and an increase all the way around. For this round, you should end with 27 stitches. Keep doing this all the way around and I will meet you back here. For round 18, we're going to do 1 single crochet and replace the stitch marker. Now we'll do 1 more single crochet and then another. So 3 single crochet and then increase in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat that 6 times. So we'll do another set of 1, 2, 3, increase. So that's our second repeat. And then in the next 1, 2, 3, increase. So that's our third repeat. We'll repeat again. 1, 2, 3, increase. That's our fourth. And again, 1, 2, 3, increase. That's our fifth. We'll repeat one more time. 1, 2, 3, increase. So that's our sixth repeat. Now in the next stitch, we'll place 1 single crochet, and the next 1 single crochet, and in the last stitch, increase. You should end with a total of 34 stitches for this round. Now for rounds 19 through 24, which is a total of 6 rounds, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each one of these stitches all the way around like we did with the head. So let's start round 19 and place 1 single crochet in each one of these stitches. You're going to do this again through round 24, which is 6 rounds total, and then I will meet you back here for round 25. All right, here we are after round 24. At this point, you can continue to finish stuffing that head if you didn't stuff it that well already. for round 25, we're going to do 3 single crochet and then decrease times 6. We're going to repeat that 6 times. We're going to do 1 here. Here's our second single crochet. We did our first. Here's 2, and here's 3, and then we'll decrease. We're going to repeat that pattern a total of 6 times. All right, we just did our last repeat of 3 and a decrease. So for these last 4 stitches, just place 1 single crochet in each stitch. There's 2, 3, and 4. We should have a total of 28 stitches in this round. For round 26, we're going to do 2 single crochet. There's our first, here's our second, and decrease. We're going to do that all the way around and repeat that all the way around 7 times, and we should end with a total of 21 stitches in this round. Here we are at the end of round 26. You can see his body is definitely forming. At this time, you can definitely add some stuffing. For round 27, we're going to do 1 single crochet, replace our stitch marker, and then decrease. And we're going to repeat that 7 times all the way around. You should end with a total of 14 stitches at the end of this round, and I will meet you back here. All right, for the last round, we're just going to decrease in every stitch. So we're going to take our stitch marker out. For the first stitch, we're going to decrease and then replace our stitch marker. And we're going to repeat this 7 times all the way around. So in the next, we'll just decrease. So that's 2, decrease. That's 3, decrease. That's 4, decrease. That's 5, decrease. 6, and the last one, decrease. First 7. Okay. So we are almost done, and now we're just going to go ahead and fasten off. So we're going to go into this next stitch and make a slip stitch. Take your stitch marker out. Go ahead and cut, leaving a little bit of a tail to sew that hole closed. And pull that through and pull to tighten. If you need to put a little bit more stuffing in there, go ahead and do so before sewing up that hole. Once you're happy with him, go ahead and take your tapestry needle, thread the tail through the tapestry needle, and go through the outer stitches of these 7 decreases with your tail to sew up this hole. Go around all 7 of them. And once you've done that, pull on the tail to close it. Then you can just weave in the ends, going in and out a few times. And either cut or hide the tail. So there we have the head and the body of our kitty, and we are going to do the arms next. For the arms, go ahead and make a magic ring. And place 4 single crochet in the ring. And 4. Close your ring. For round 2, we're going to insert into that first stitch and place a single crochet. And we're going to go into the same stitch and increase, placing another single crochet. We're We're going to go into the next stitch and increase, place 1 single crochet and then 2, in the next increase, 1 and 2, and in the last increase, 1 and 2. This gives us 8 stitches for round 2. For round 3, place a single crochet and replace your stitch marker. You can go ahead and turn your foot right side out. For rounds 3 through 8, which is 6 rounds, you're just going to place 1 single crochet in each of the 8 stitches all the way around, and you're going to repeat that for 6 rounds. So I'll do the first one with you. Here's 1 single crochet, and the next place 1, and the next 1, and the next 1, 1, and the next 1, and the next 1, and in the last one, 1, and that should be 8 stitches. And that's round 3, so keep going for rounds 4 through 8, and then I'll meet you back here. All right, we just finished round 8. Go ahead and take some stuffing and stuff the arm lightly. Once you have it stuffed, go ahead and take your stitch marker out, and we're just going to fold that arm in half and place some single crochets across. So go through one stitch on one side and a stitch on the other side, and pull up a loop and make a single crochet. That way we can close this gap here. So go through the next both stitches and make a single crochet, and then make 1 more through these last 2 and make a single crochet. Then go ahead and just chain 1 and then cut, leaving a long tail to sew on later. Go ahead and make 2 of these. Now we're going to make the feet. Go ahead and make a magic ring and place 6 single crochet in the magic ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and close the magic ring, and now for round 2, insert into the first stitch and place your stitch marker. We're going to go ahead and increase in every stitch, so we'll place another single crochet in that stitch, and the next 2 single crochet, and the next 2 single crochet, and the next 2, 1 and 2, and the next 2, 1 and 2, and in the last 2. You should end with 12 stitches for this round. For round 3, place a single crochet and then increase in the next 1 and 2, and the next 1 single crochet and increase in the next. Repeat this all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. All right, we should end with a total of 18 stitches for round 3. For round 4, place 1 single crochet in that first stitch and replace the stitch marker. Now we're going to do 10 single crochet. We just did 1, so here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And for the next 8 stitches, we're going to just decrease across them. So we're going to do 1 decrease. So we're going to do 4 decreases in total. There's our first one. Here's our second. Here's our third decrease. And our last decrease. All right. We should end with a total of 14 stitches for this round. For round 5, go ahead and place your stitch marker. We're going to do 8 single crochet. Here's our first. Here's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we're going to do 3 decreases. Here's 1, 2, and 3. We should have a total of 11 stitches for this round. For round 6 and 7, for 2 rounds, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So go ahead and place your stitch marker. And just place 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And just do this for this round and the next round, and I will meet you back here at the end of round 7. Alright, we just finished round 7. Now go ahead and make a slip stitch in that first stitch, and then cut the tail, leaving a long tail to sew to the body, and then pull to tighten. And then go ahead and add some stuffing to your little foot. The decreases are the top of the foot, so the foot will sit with the toes pointing up on the body. Go ahead and make 2 of these, and I will meet you back here. Now we're going to make the ears. Go ahead and make a magic ring. Okay, and place 4 single crochet in the center of the magic ring. Here's 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and close the magic ring. For round 2, place 1 single crochet. Place your stitch marker. And then increase in the next stitch 1 and 2, and the next 1 single crochet, and the next 2, 1 and 2. You should have a total of 6 stitches for this round. For the next round, place 1 single crochet. And the next stitch, we'll do an increase, 1 and 2, and the next place 1, and in the next increase, and the next 1, and in the last increase. We should have a total of 9 stitches for that round. Go ahead and turn your ear right side out. For round 4, we're going to do 1 single crochet, replace the stitch marker, then we're going to do another single crochet, and then increase. And then we're going to repeat that, so we're going to do 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, and increase. 1 and 2. And then one more time, we're going to do 1, 2, and then increase. We should have a total of 12 stitches for this round. Last round, round 5. We're going to do 1 single crochet, and then another one for 2, then 1 more for 3 single crochet, and then we're going to increase in the next. Then 1 single crochet, 2 and 3, and increase. Last one, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3, and then increase in the last stitch. Okay, this was our last round. You should have 15 stitches total. Go ahead and fasten off, making a slip stitch in that next stitch, and then cut, leaving a long tail to sew to the head later. Go ahead and make 2 of those ears as well. All right, moving on to the tail. Go ahead and make a magic ring. And we're going to place 4 single crochet in the magic ring. There's 1, here's 2, 3, and 4. And close the ring. In the next round, we're going to place 1 single crochet and place your stitch marker. We're going to increase in every stitch, so we should have a total of 8 stitches. So we just put 2 in the first one, here's 2 in the next one, 2 in the next, and 2 in the last. This should give us a total of 8 stitches. For the next one, replace the stitch marker. So for rounds 3 through 11, which is 9 rounds total, you're just going to single crochet in each one of these stitches all the way across. As you go, be sure to stuff your project because it will become a narrow tube almost, and it'll be harder to stuff if you wait till the end. So just stuff it as you go, but just place 1 single crochet in each one of these stitches for 9 rounds total. For rounds 3 through 11, we just finished 3, and I will meet you back here. All right, here we are at the end of round 11. So we have our little tail forming. Go ahead and fasten off this tail. So place a slip stitch in the next stitch and cut, leaving a long tail to sew to the body later. Now we're moving on into the wings. Go ahead and take the white or whatever color you chose for your wings and make a slip knot. And go ahead and chain 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 chains. We're going to skip our first chain here, go into the second chain, and just place 1 single crochet. And we're going to go down the rest of the 5 chains and just place 1 single crochet in each of those chains. So we should end with 5 single crochet for this round. And 5. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And we're going to place 4 single crochet. So there's 1, go into the next, place 1, that's 2, in the next single crochet, that's 3, and in the next 4. Now we're going to chain 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and turn your project, skip your first chain, and in the next, place a single crochet. Place a single crochet in the next chain. So there's 2. And place 1 in the next. There's 3. And the next, 4. And the next, 5. And in the next, 6. So we see our wing start to form there. Go ahead and chain 1 and turn. Place 5 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 3 again. 1, 2, and 3, and turn. Skip your first chain and go into the second with a single crochet, and in the next a single crochet, and keep going down the line. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we should have 7 single crochet in that round. Chain 1 and turn. For round 4, we're going to place 6 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn. Skip the first, and in the second, place a single crochet, and in the next, a single crochet, and in the next, a single crochet, and keep going down the line. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Go ahead and chain 1, and now we're just going to clean up the edge of our wing. So just go ahead and place a single crochet in each row along the wing, or in each space that you can manage to find, just to make this line a little bit straighter. And there's no exact number of single crochets here, but about 7 or 8 single crochets ought to do it. There's our last one, so you see now that's much straighter. Go ahead, just chain 1 so we can fasten this off, and cut, leaving a long tail to sew to the body. You can tie the starter chain to the tail together if you would like to make the project just a little bit more secure, but it is not necessary. Okay, go ahead and make one more wing just like this one, and I'll meet you back here. Now we're gonna move on to the flowers, and you're gonna make 3 flowers, but each flower is gonna start with this yellow magic ring, and then you change the color of the flower after the first round. So each flower is gonna start with yellow, and we're gonna make 10 single crochet in the magic ring with the yellow. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10, and then pull it closed completely. Now we're going to change into the flower color for the first flower that we're going to use. For me, that's going to be pink. So we're going to take our pink tail, we're going to go through this first stitch here, put the color through the loop, and take that through the yellow, making a little slip stitch there. And in our next stitch, we're going to place a half double crochet, a double crochet in the same stitch, and a half double crochet in the same stitch. And that's a half double crochet, a double, and a half double all in one stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to slip stitch, and in the next, we're going to repeat that sequence of half double crochet, double crochet, and half double crochet. In the next, slip stitch, and we're just going to keep repeating that of the half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and slip stitch till we have 5 petals. So I'm going to go into the next stitch and make a petal, half double crochet, half double crochet. And in the next, slip stitch, and another petal, in the next, slip stitch, and this should be our last petal. So we're going to do half double crochet, half double crochet, and in the last stitch here we'll just make a slip stitch. So here we are with our cute little flower. Now you can just cut this tail. You don't have to leave too long of a tail. We're just going to hide it. Pull through and pull to tighten. You can, if you'd like, take this tail with your hook and bring it to the back. And if you'd like, you could tie these 2 pink tails together to just make the project a little bit more secure. It is totally optional though. You don't have to do it. And then we'll cut our yellow if we haven't already. And we'll secure these tails as well. I'm going to tie them together too. And then just go ahead and hide your tails. And then that is our first flower. and then we'll make the stem for it. But make 3 flowers in whatever colors you like. You can do 3 of the same, you can do different colors, 2 of the same, whatever you'd like. Just make 3 flowers and I will meet you back here. All right, here are our 3 flowers and we've hidden the tails. Now we're going to take our green color and we are going to work on the stems. You're going to make 3 stems and all we're going to do is make a slip stitch. And we're going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're gonna skip this first stitch, and in the next one, we're just gonna do 1 slip stitch. And we're essentially just gonna do a slip stitch in each one of these chains all the way down. So we'll have 11 slip stitches. In the next chain, slip stitch. So just keep slip stitching all the way down. All right, there's our last one. So here's our stem now. And since we slip stitch, we're just gonna chain 1 and cut, leaving a little bit of a tail and pull to tighten. So we're gonna attach these to the flowers, but make 3 of them and then I will show you how. All right, we've got our 3 stems here. Go ahead and take your tapestry needle, grab one of your flowers, take one of the tails and thread it through your needle. And then you're going to attach your stem at the top of the flower that you want. So the stem is going to essentially sit like this on the flower up high. And when you turn it around, it's going to have a stem that looks like that. So this is going to be whatever spot you want the top of the flower to be. Go under 1 stitch on the side with 1 tail, and then take the other tail and go under a different stitch coming from the other side to meet that tail, to meet that first tail where it came out of, like that. So that way we meet them in the center like this, and then we'll just tie the tails together and make a knot, and that'll really make it secure pretty quickly. And then all you have to do is just hide these tails and cut the excess. Okay, so we have our first flower with the stem done. Go ahead and do that to the rest of them, and then I will show you how to combine them to make a bouquet. All right, now we have 3 flowers with their stems. Now we're going to combine them into a bouquet. The best way to do that is to organize your flowers, grab them in the hand however you want them, and then pinch the tops from the base to get them as tight as you can. And then we're going to wrap these stems with that same green yarn that we used for the stems to keep them all together and central like this. So go ahead and take your green yarn that you used for your stems. And you can start in the center if you'd like, if that's going to make it a little bit easier for you. So you're just going to start wrapping the stems. You do want to leave 1 tail where it's accessible because we're going to use that to fasten off the green yarn later, once we're done wrapping the stems. And you just want to work your way down, try to make it as tight as possible. And just keep wrapping until those flowers are pretty close together and they're not going to go anywhere. All right, I think that's pretty good. Okay, now we're just gonna take it back down the stem, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch. We're gonna take it back down. We're just gonna finish up the end here and get these parts a little bit closer together. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then we're just gonna bring it back up. Just a little bit. And meet it with that central tail that we made. We're gonna cut. And then just tie these two tails together to fasten off the wrapping. And make a few knots with it to just make sure that it's secure. Okay, and then when you're done, just go ahead and hide those tails inside the stem. Now you have a little bouquet for your kitty to hold. And now I'm going to show you how to assemble your kitty. The first thing we're going to attach to our kitty is going to be his little feet. And the feet are going to go, if you want to count from the bottom as opposed to starting from round 1, from the bottom it's going to be between rounds 5 and 7. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's going to be between these two here. So that's where feet is going to go, and we're going to make sure that when we put it on that this upward curve is pointing up, because these are his toes, so they have to be pointing up here. And then we're also going to put them to where they are about 6 stitches apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the other one's going to go right about here. You want them to be in line almost with the eyes, so you don't want one leg that's like all the way over here. So try to match it up a bit with the eyes, and then again keep in mind that they're going to be about 6 stitches apart, so you just want to make sure that they are evenly spaced. And then just start attaching the foot, and then sew the foot to the body. All right, here's our first foot. Now count 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And place your other foot with the curved side up about the 6 stitches apart. All right, so here we are with his little feet. And next we are going to attach the ears. The ears are gonna go on round 3 through 8. Counting from the top, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they're going to span about this distance here, and they're going to go about 4 stitches behind the eyes. So you have your eye here, so you want 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you probably want this right about there, and that is where we're going to place that first ear. Just go ahead and sew on there. All right, here are the ears on now. We just finished our second one, but here are the ear placements, just 4 stitches behind the eyes, and then the same side, also 4 stitches behind the eyes. Next, we are going to attach the wings. The shorter side is the bottom side. This longer side up here is going to be the top of the wing. And what you want to do is just place it on the cat so that you can see where you see the wing coming out when you look at him from the front. And that's the best way that I know how to describe where to put these wings. So right there looks about good where you can see it, and usually this is between the starting row of the body. So this is usually about between round 16 and round 22 for the wings, and then just sew them to his back just like we've been doing. And then that one tail that we didn't hide, I usually just leave to hide it in the body of the cat. It just makes everything so much simpler. So just go ahead and hide that other tail as well. Okay, the second wing we're going to place the same way, with the shortest part being the bottom of the wing, this part being the top of the wing. So we're going to place it on the cat like this. You can check it again with just placing the cat in front and just trying to look at the wings from the front and see where it looks the best so that you can see the pieces of the wings. Usually this ends up being about 2 stitches from the in between the wings, from the top and the bottom, about 2 stitches, and in the middle there's going to be about 3 stitches apart. All right, and there are our wings for our kitty. Now we're going to attach the arms and the bouquet. With the bouquet, if you want to keep the flowers together and keep them from coming apart as well, you can go ahead and take a piece of your yellow yarn and just go in through the center of that each flower and connect them. And leave a little bit of a tail so that we can tie it when we make full circle round. And then make sure that you go a stitch length apart so that it just doesn't pull through. And just go through the center of all of these flowers here, through the top. And then just pull that tight. And that should keep your flowers pretty close together, and just go ahead and tie a knot with that. And then you can just hide your tails like normal. I'm just gonna stick them inside of our bouquet. And then they won't come apart so easily, and they'll stay pretty close together, and it'll make it look more bouquet-ish. Okay, so attaching the flowers and the arms are a little bit different because we're going to first start by attaching the bouquet to one of the arms. And that's going to make it just much easier to get this process done. So the flowers, you want to have them sit a few rounds into the head. So you don't want them too low to where they're like all the way down here, or too high where they're like all the way up here. You just want him right in the middle of the body, essentially right there, and you want him to be holding that pretty snugly. We're going to take one of our arms, and right now our tail is at the end of the arm where you would usually attach it to the body, but we're going to attach it to the bouquet first. So just take that tail and thread it through the arm to bring it out the front of the arm. Just don't pull it too tight because you still want it to be pretty loose in there. So now that it's in the front of the arm, now it can grab the bouquet. So place the bouquet where you want it on the body, and we can place the arm right below those flowers. So all we're going to do is just take the yarn and go in and out through this bouquet stem that we made. You want to make sure that you just grab different strands. That way it'll stick, just like going through stitches. But just go through a few of these strands, and then he will be firmly grasping that bouquet. See, so he's got that bouquet in his hands now, or in his arm. So now he's got that bouquet in his arm. So now we can thread this back through to the beginning and attach the arm to the body. So now we go back to the placement that we want our bouquet in, and this looks pretty good. So just fold the arm down to the body and attach it there. And this will just make it much easier to get the placement that you want for that bouquet, get it center, get the arms even, and make it a lot easier just to even attach the bouquet to the hands in general. But a good rule of thumb too is that it should essentially line up with pretty much all of the other limbs in the body, like with the ears, it's pretty much in line with that, and in line with the feet as well. All right, so he's got his floppy little bouquet now. Now we're gonna attach the other arm to the other side of the bouquet. We're gonna thread through to get that yarn at the tip of our paw. Oh, that is. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna put it in line with that other paw right in the center there, and just attach the paw to the bouquet. Okay, and once we're happy with that and it's nice and secure, then we'll just go right back to the tip of the paw to attach it to the body. Pull it back so that it's tight on the body and pretty much in line again with the ear and the foot. All right, so here he is with his bouquet, and now we're gonna add the tail. So the tail is just going to rest at the base of the cat's body in between the middle of the wings, and it's just gonna run along his side horizontally like that. You'll just fold this seam in half and just sew those together as you go through and attach the tail. So you'll just go through both of those sides as opposed to just going around in a circle. That way it'll lay horizontally. So you just go through both of those sides at once and flatten the edge. All right, and there are all of the parts sewn on to our kitty. And now we're just gonna do the face details. For the nose, we're just gonna go back to pink. And the nose is going to be in the center of the eyes, about 2 stitches apart. So just take your yarn and go up through a random stitch close by. Leave a little bit of a tail. And then go about 2 stitches and place the nose. And you just want to go in and out maybe twice or 3 times, depending on how thick you want his little nose. I'm just going to do twice, and then you'll go back and meet that original strand and tie them together in a knot. And then hide the tails. And lastly, we're going to take a piece of worsted weight black yarn, not a big piece, just a little piece. And we're just going to make the little line that goes down from the nose. His smile is technically hidden by these flowers, so we're not going to put a smile on him, but we are going to add just that little detail. So we're going to go in the same way that we did the nose. We're going to come up under the nose, but in the center. Leave a little bit of a tail so we can come back and just go down about 1 or 2 stitches and come back up. And that'll give us the little line for the nose, and then we're going to go right back in and come out where we came in and meet that original strand. Okay, and now we're just going to tie those together again and hide the tails in the head. All right, and then there is our angel kitty, all cute and finished. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed making this pattern, please comment below, let me know. Be sure to tag me on Instagram with your creations. I love seeing them. It literally makes my day. It's so cute. I love seeing all of the different things that you guys do. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you want some more tutorials, check out these other patterns that I have for free on my channel, and I will catch you guys there. Bye for now.